These sleeves too puffy. Oh, scandalous. Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. How are you all? Hope you're all alive and well in this difficult time when us readers come into our own. And I may not have many social plans for the foreseeable future, but I've got reading plans thanks to Simon Savidge over at Savidge Reads. He has come up with the wonderful initiative of a Hibearnation weekend where you try and read 24 hours and 48 hours. Well, that's one of the challenges anyway, and there are other prompts that you can join in with, so I have decided, being me, love a list, to make a TBR. So, the first prompt is a book that is by one of your favourite authors. So I have got Deborah Levy, because I haven't read one of her books yet, and I discovered her last year and read 4 of her books. I absolutely love her. So this is Things I Don't Want to Know, which is one of her non-fiction books. I think it's reflections on writing, and I've heard it isn't as good as her other book that I read, The Cost of Living, that's non-fiction, but it's really big print and short, and I always love her writing. She's one of those writers that's very economical with words, but really impactful at the same time. So it's one of the many books I got out from the library before it closed. As if, you know, the other 200 unread books on my shelves wasn't enough, I also got out 18 library books on 3 separate occasions. Go me! Woo, libraries! And then the next prompt is a book you've been saving for a rainy day. And this is one that, while it isn't a joyous read, I have been neglecting, as we all know, and it's Gissing's The Netherworld. So my plan is, because this is one of the few PhD reading list books I've got left, I've been getting through them, guys, that I'm going to read a bit of this and then intersperse with other reading. So every kind of 50 pages I take a break from the bleakness and read something happier and easier. So I'm hoping that tactic will get me through this book on the weekend. We'll see. And then the next one is a book that is short and sweet, I think. Is that right? Conducting notes? Yes. And this is The Secret Garden because I am almost halfway through it. And it's just lovely, and even though there was some racism I forgot about because I haven't read this since I was a child, it's still very heartwarming. We're just gonna keep that in the Edwardian times. But yeah, it's a joy to read it once again, and there are things that I've forgotten and things that happened later than I remembered, and look at this, me, so beautiful. So that is a book I'm hoping to finish over the weekend. And then what is the fourth prompt? I'm so good at my memory. Conducting notes again. A comfort read set in your favourite era. So I will either be Gissing, or if I have time, I would really like to read Lady Windermere's Fan by Oscar Wilde, because it's still the Irish readathon for a few more days, guys, and this was on my TBR. And also his plays are short and witty, and not all plays are fun to read, but his definitely are, because they're just so quick, and they're often like 50-60 pages. I think I can read one of these, squeeze it in. And then there are other kind of bonus prompts. So one of them is to read a book that's long listed for Women's Prize. I'm trying to get through the long list. I think I've read 4 so far. So I'm probably going to read Nightingale Point or The Dutch House, because I've got both of those on audiobook. And that'll be something nice to do when I'm cooking or something, just to break up my day. I can listen to an audiobook, so I'm not just concentrating on the page and tiring myself out. And then the book prompt that I love the most is a book that has a bear in it or on it. So I've got the Book of Dust because, big reveal, ta-da! It's got a bear! And I don't know if it did this everywhere, but I think it's Penguin who published it. Whoever published it did this special edition, and it had 6 different demons that you could buy, and I really wanted the bear, and I had to seriously hunt for it. I went to, I think, 3 different bookshops, and they had a massive pile of these in the Gower Street Waterstones, and I just attacked it and was just open going, no, no, I found the bear! And then I went to buy the bear. So even though I hadn't read any of his dark materials at this point, I just liked the bear. So this is what I've been neglecting for a long time, and I have now read his dark materials, so I can read this and hopefully appreciate it more. And again, I think my library has this in audiobook, so I might start. I not expect to finish it, it is long, but it will be nice to get started on that trilogy since the second one has already come out. And then I think the last challenge is just to try and read 24 hours in 48, and I might do what some other people are doing and start Friday night, but I'm definitely going to try and achieve that. There's so much that I still want to read and also in some cases things that I need to read and should have read a long time ago. So this is a good way of me having fun, but then also doing some work so I don't feel too guilty about the fun reading. So I hope others of you are joining in. I think it's a lovely idea. I've really been enjoying all the Instagram lives that Simon's been doing and just all the general extra content people have put out. I think it's amazing. I've been definitely less productive during this time, but I don't feel like I'm super productive anyway, so is there any difference? Probably not. And yeah, let me know if you are joining in and what you're reading, and I hope, even if you're not, that you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you soon for Bookish Shenanigans. Bye!